What's good, Denver? It's Shelly Martinez, your host of Chopping It Up with Shelly at Hollywood Barbershop.
This is the barbershop. Barbershop. This is the barbershop. The place where a black man means something.
Chopping Up with Shelly over here at Hollywood's Barbershop. I have Ozelle Williams, professional tumbler and entrepreneur in the house tonight. Ozelle, how are you?
How you doing?
Good, good. Happy to have you. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Good. So let's start off with who are you? Tell me all about you.
So my name is Ozelle Williams Jr. I'm actually born and raised from Chicago. I'm 35 years old. I started tumbling when I was 3 years old, watching the Power Rangers, and Tommy flipped off the park bench and kicked the putty, and then I flipped off my mom's couch backwards into an entertainment system. And then,
you're like, it all began from there.
It all began from there. My mom like, we got to do something with you, and started taking my energy and dabbling in life.
How many hospital visits have you been in?
To be honest with you, not a lot.
As a result of that?
As a result of that, it made me to the point where I like to test the boundaries. I like to have a lot of fun, use my energy, almost do the impossible when things are possible.
Okay.
And, rumble from there.
What does a professional tumbler entrepreneur do?
So basically, a tumbling professional entrepreneur. We are street tumblers that entertain. We're now bringing awareness to what we're doing, and we got to work together to actually put that on a bigger level. Because it is outside of gymnastics and cheerleading, but that's all people know is gymnastics and cheerleading. So, tumbling entrepreneur, started with tumbling, but then I have all these other outlets and other streams of potential income and stuff that I can actually turn into a bigger career, to whereas I can still continue to do what I love and be able to help out the community as much as possible.
That's awesome. So going back to when you tumbled off of the couch, was it? What brought you to this? Like, what was your big break? When did you decide, or when were you recognized that you actually had talent in this and that you made something of it?
It was actually when I started at Jesse White Tumbling Team, across the street from Walter Payton School and stuff, to whereas they have tryouts. And there's a lot of people trying to try out for this team and stuff. And there's a lot of things that go into trying out, as well as to actually being picked for the team. And when I was picked for the team, I mean, that was the first stages of making it through to see if I do have the passion and, the beginning skills and everything else that somebody sees more in me. And by being picked for the team and being a part of the team, you learn a lot. You go through a lot. You come out stronger than what you came in, and you actually get to understand the business and understand the people and understand the people buying into your business, X, Y, and Z. And when that all started to happen, and you started to actually get to go with Jesse White or other amazing coaches out there, it actually warms your heart and actually brings that passion out more. To whereas it's like basketball, football, track, I mean, tennis, all other sports. To whereas we make a name for ourselves and we start to build a platform, and people starting to want to understand who we are. And then, I mean, just like we see everywhere else, you get to see who rocks with you, who doesn't, why, who you're making yourself into be, the different doors they get to open, all this other great stuff. It's a video game.
Yeah.
To whereas like you build your attributes as you go on, and everything that you go through, no matter what, is building you stronger, and also showing you a lot of lessons. To whereas you pick and choose where you go.
Well, this team that you talk about, is it for like events, or is it a competition, or
it's actually all
entertainment?
Above. It's actually all above. It's entertainment. We teach rec, to whereas people can come in and get the training to understand the movement piece and the flexibility, the strength and conditioning, to whereas they can take that into any other sports and everything else. We're here to actually help bring that energy back, to whereas we're not having a lot of injuries and things of that nature, but also we push it into a performance program, to whereas we go out and entertain, so that the kids that are learning things, if they want something more,
Like
they get
Olympics.
to actually have that,
Okay.
and jump into that, to whereas then, just like I'm speaking to you, they'll be speaking the same way in their own, but through their own eyes of them being able to connect and actually be involved with people on a level that, I mean, entertainers and all of us get to get out there and show
Yeah.
people that they could do it too. You just got to go through, the whole layout of actually becoming a Tumbler or a sports person, X, Y, and Z. And through that entertainment platform, not only do we now entertain and showing people what we're doing, but now how can we actually, on a competitive level, build each other up, and also go against some of the other greats and stuff like that. So we do have a competitive platform. It's called ITX, which is International Tumbler Extravaganza. It's actually 2 competitions that we put on here a year. That basically we have belts and stuff for it now. 3 of our people have belts. They won it at the winter competition that we had.
Okay.
And then we are going to have another one in the summer coming up. We have a gala March 2nd where we're going to be actually giving them certificates and actually bringing awareness to their accolades and their awards and things that they've actually participated in. To whereas then through that competitive platform and through that performance platform, they also get to build a brand, entrepreneurial brand. To whereas they're not just gonna stick with Tumbler all their life.
Right.
And if they do, perfect.
Sure.
But we want to be able to have them come through our program and walk away with something and actually educate them to the portion whereas it becomes something that involves everything they're doing, and actually better them to be who they want to be, but also bring that value and aspirations into their passion and stuff.
How different is what you do compared to like the tumblers we see in cheering or in the Olympics?
So cheer and gymnastics and everything, they have a lot of other apparatuses. So gymnastics has floor, beam, vault, bars.
Okay.
They have a lot they got going on. Not to mention, the different levels they have competing on and stuff like that. And then cheerleading, they have people that they throw up. They have a whole routine from top to bottom that also encompasses dance, jumps, motions, pyramids and stunts and tumbling and all of that. So they have a lot of variety that they also have to focus on, when necessarily some of them just want to focus on tumbling and stuff, but they have all this other stuff that they also have to do, which is awesome and great. And I taught 8 years of it and stuff like that. But with our tumbling, we just focus on the tumbling, and we do some dance and stuff. But it's tumbling and actually entertaining. So whereas we get the crowd involved, we're actually, in the community more, showing the skills, things of that nature. Gymnastics and cheerleading, they have different venues and stuff that they go to that you got to go to actually, get to see them and things of that nature. And some of them do, community events, things like that. But we are, you can call us, we can come perform for you. You can call us and we can come and actually bring our mats and stuff to teach you tumbling and things of that nature. You can call us and we can come out and actually, at the same time be a part of the event, but also bring that entertainment factor to where it's more free and out there. In gymnastics and cheer, it is free, but it's also a routine. It's something that they drill day and night. Like they put a lot of hard work and stuff into it, just like we do and stuff as well too. But it's individuals making themselves better to whereas they then come together as a team and also make themselves better. But at that point in time, it's free to whereas we put games and stuff to it and get to have a lot of fun and also get to pair up or triple up or do it all as a team and stuff. And we necessarily don't have as many guidelines, but we have some.
And he's not a cheerleader, by the way, but I do want you guys to understand that cheering was actually a men's sport. Even as early as the 1800s, they started incorporating women into the sport because they were able to tumble them and throw them in the air and things like that. And, it used to be a men's sport. So, you guys, be nice to the guys that are actually on the cheering teams, the ones that are, because they're an instrumental support to the girls that they're throwing in the air. And because we don't have the upper body strength that guys do.
And I did cheer.
Did you do cheer? Okay.
Did cheer in high school, and then I did cheer out in Kentucky at the University of Louisville, where we actually, us and the dance team, all of our teams, we actually swept. Shout out to all the great colleges and everything else because they taught that taught me a lot. And through that process, when we did that, we also did All Stars, which were gym time, where I won Worlds, College Nationals, cheer sports.
Wow.
A lot at that point in time, and that was spiritual and by God's divine that I was there because I had other amazing athletes and friends and family that was around to actually make the floor experienceable. To whereas being in the band shell, things of that nature, it brought a lot out of me, and it made my tumbling a lot better. Because of the platforms and everything we were on and the people I was meeting, and like you gotta boss up, boss up, and so then I was able to cheer for Team USA for about 5 years, which they're now doing big things and got out there and I believe they're in the Olympics now. Don't quote me, but they're doing a lot out there. So shout out to all of them. And then I came out here to CU, University of Colorado, in Boulder, where I really appreciate them and thank them for their support because I was out there as a cheerleader as well. And it brought a lot out of there and stuff, especially being, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
So, we all go through trials and tribulations and we can overcome certain things. Name one thing in your life where things were kind of tough and tell me how you got out of that and how you prevailed.
Okay. Man.
I know, right? Because a lot of us go through a lot of shit. We go through a lot of shit in life. So, it could be something as simple as, you had a single mom, and then how or anything in life that happened, and then how you...
Okay, I'm going to hit you with a double whammy.
Okay.
Because it all happened in the same year.
Okay.
2017. I was injusticeably, falsely accused of a situation I did not do. They didn't want to listen to stuff. And my mom was actually fighting in that process of helping because she knew who I am. X, Y, and Z knew the situation. But she also passed away.
Around that same time?
In literally 2 months later.
Wow.
So November 25th,
That's
2017.
Really tough for you. You've gone through all that.
So, and I've been through a lot. Through a lot, but you took my rock and you did one of the things that is one of my top 2 fears, which is use something I love against me, which is the kids. Will never hurt any of my kids. I don't care what I've been through that day, X, Y, Z. One of my main rules is whatever you come whatever you had going on, leave it outside the gym. That's period. I don't care what's going on. It just so happened that I'm smart enough to understand what happened at that time, and it's because they put out the video without the proper context.
Oh, sure.
And by doing that,
It's
half of the world that don't, half of the world that don't know what's going on.
Now everybody's forming opinions and has their own perception.
And the main thing is, you should have stopped when she said stop. First off, they don't even know we did the other leg before we did that leg that they're talking about.
So what exactly happened that you're talking about?
So basically, I was falsely accused of pushing, excuse my language, a white girl down to a split.
So beyond her capability, I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
And she's on the video camera screaming, no, stop, stuff like that.
Sure. I mean, it hurts to. I mean, if you're not,
yes,
a veteran, whatever.
It does.
And probably even for someone who does it on a regular basis, it takes a minute for your muscles to relax.
Facts.
And
I'm the person that I can still do it now. So I actually show my kids before they actually do it. I tell my parents and everything before they do it. I let my parents in when a lot of gyms shut their parents out and stuff. So I actually had parents and coaches around, all that stuff like that. But nobody cares. Everybody wants a story. So therefore, we did the left side split. Everything was fine. When we went to do the right leg split, we got into it. She went down. Everything was good. But then she forgot she needed to video me. She had her friend that was also involved in that whole thing go to, and I had coaches there to witness this and everything else, but where are they? They're nowhere.
Sure.
So obviously, I'm a scapegoat for something outside of what they try to protect me on.
Right.
So turn around and we actually get in.
So hold on. Now, if the coaches are supposed to be there,
the coaches are there,
and they were not there.
No, they were there.
So when this was all going
all the coaches were there,
okay.
and I had one parent there.
Oh, okay.
And the athletic director was in the next room, which had the door open. So you know how the gym is.
Yeah.
Normally the gym teacher can see everything. AD can see everything.
Okay.
Not to mention the athletic trainers right upstairs. So I have coaches that if anything happened, they run upstairs and they take care of what they need to take care of.
Okay.
And then I also have my seniors that I've trained up during that time as well too, and my juniors how to take care of whatever happens at that point in time. Plus, if something happens out of the ordinary, I need everybody to be quiet. Let's go through this. My directions are my directions because I'm the head coach, and I also have assistant coaches that will help conduct.
So the picture you're painting for me is that there was plenty of people around, plenty of eyes around there.
Yes.
So it's not like you were just doing this on your own.
No, ma'am.
It was supervised. It was vision. All that stuff.
First off, I'll be honest. We hear this a lot. Black people are not supposed to be in the system.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the system as a black male that beat other coaches and everything else. And a lot of people see this. So would it be a fool to think that society is not society? Right. So therefore they see me not bending over backwards to what they want and stuff. Of course they're trying to get me out.
Sure.
So because I'm not a puppeteer, they don't like that.
Right.
And because I'm actually changing the kids for the better because that's what they want, I become a target.
Do you feel like it was racially motivated?
I'm
probably going to say it was. But anyway.
That's totally fine.
Okay. Which is really messed up. But anyways, because it seems to me like you're a very talented and knowledgeable person.
I appreciate it.
And so anyways, this was taken out of context.
Basically taken out of context. And this is how I know it's taken out of context. Because before one of the parents meeting we had a group of parents together. They actually sat together to single me out. And I had all the parents' support. So when you have one, like a group of 6 or 7, but then you got like 17 other parents that agree with what's going on, who are you supposed to go to? The majority that wins. So therefore, if I am telling you we have an open door policy, that's what it is. Open door policy. So if you text me with some nonsense, I'm going to bring it to the team. Because one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to deal with BS.
Right.
I want the kids to be able to have my full attention, and that's that. If you need anything else outside of that, then I got a principal, I got an AD, and I got an athletic trainer and whoever else we need to bring to the table to talk about this because I don't want to deal with that. And if that's the case, then take me off and let me go do my thing. It didn't happen that way because I stuck my foot in my mouth a little bit. I let the kids video. I'm not going to change that because, it is what it is.
Right.
Like, I love my kids and I love what I do.
It seems to me like you're very passionate about your kids and you're very caring and stuff like that. And that's unfortunate that happened to you because, when you do have somebody in that mindset to really help and to teach and to be like a mentor and a support system for kids, and then they tarnish your name, that's really messed up. No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I appreciate it, but it took me through a little spiral a little bit.
Especially since you lost your mom.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
I still have a tough time, but.
But you know what? You prevailed, right?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
let's listen to that. Now what
did.
happened?
So
from that part.
after all that stuff happened, X, Y, and Z, I was homeless in 2018 until October. A good friend of mine, Guy Jackson, and a few others, reached out to me. The whole team, just a lot of them reached out to me about the Harlem Globetrotters opportunity. And I had to send in my information and everything else, and the entire Harlem Globetrotter team actually took me in and gave me an opportunity and stuff. Also because I was talented and stuff, but I was around all these other talented people.
Right.
Because I'll be honest with you, going through all that and being homeless, I thought I was like, yo, off of falsely accused, I'm out. Like, out of my whole, like, at that time it was 29 years. I'm like, yo, you just took this away from me and I worked hard for it. Like, are you serious? Especially because I'm like, yo, those that don't deserve what they deserve is out here doing X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. So I also had to pull myself back because, I was going down the rabbit hole I didn't want to go down. I don't care about anybody else, stuff like that. I just care about me. I care about my name.
Yeah.
I don't even care how much. I don't even care if you gave the money X, Y, and Z. Just retract what you said. Give me my name back. Not give me my name back because you can't take it. But retract some of that nastiness you try to put on my name. That's the only thing if you look up on YouTube that's about me, or Google, or any of those things.
But it shies away from all your accomplishments.
Exactly. Which takes away from my kids and stuff.
Right.
Which, after the when I was with the Globetrotters, I started getting a lot of that back. Because I didn't just stay down and stay at home and not get back out there. Getting back out there with all those amazing people and stuff that actually understood who I was and actually looked out for me and cared about me as a person, gave me the opportunity to go back out there and, earn it back. At the end of the day, we got to understand, push that ego aside. I've been through something. So, you know what I mean? Like,
can't keep a good man down.
I apologize for, what people viewed, but it wasn't what it was.
Right.
So let me continue. Also, let me continue because my kids and my program and people need it.
And you have a lot of parents that support you, and a lot of people that have come out and been like, that's not what happened. That's not the word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So regardless of what hardships we go through, it's always for our better good.
Exactly.
And
Especially
it turns into so many other better opportunities, and so now you've been elevated into a whole other realm of positive going-ons. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now what are we doing?
Most people call me crazy, but I'm an educator now.
Yeah.
So
good.
I was educated back then, but I'm really in the schools now, to whereas I'm helping bring tumbling to the platform, accessible and affordable, to whereas we help them build their platforms and everything, to whereas we help them get back into their athleticism, understand how to do push-ups, climb a rope, do some jumping jacks and stuff.
To get from out of the phone and behind the computer.
Exactly, and out of the classroom sometimes and stuff like that, so that you can take what you got going on, take the energy and everything else, and then take it back into the class and relate it to everyday life, because that's how I had to get through it. I understand some of the kids may think it's boring and things like that, especially this day and nature. But we have to, learn how to navigate within that, which is crazy, to be able to get them to actually focus up and stuff. And they've been taking a lot of kin to tumbling and then being involved with a lot of others. And so with that, we also, program has grown more now. I have a lot of my beauties around that are really picking up the pace and killing the game. They have a potential big surprise performance that supposedly is supposed to be with a few other organizations. Just drop a quick name. They got ESPN looking at them a little bit and stuff. We just got through doing a big event out in Sterling and a big cheer competition and stuff out there, which they love them. We love them as well. We have a big gala coming up March 2nd. We have our daughter and father dance at Athletics and Beyond. That a lot of them are bringing their dads and parents and everything too. Which big shout out to Athletics and Beyond, because during this time they also open up their doors for us.
Okay.
As well as Apex and Cali CrossFit. Deliver Nuggets stayed behind me even during this whole process because it came big. So they shielded me and helped me get through even when other jobs like shut me out and things of that nature. A bunch of CU did the same, and a bunch of other amazing programs that I'm with now. Trilogy People Group, Griffin Management, Keys Beats, as well as Adam Yaw and his drawing and graphic designing, and Abdul. I got a lot. I'm starting to and shout out to everybody else I did not name and stuff like that, because it's just a lot of people, like you said before, that actually genuinely care and was there and
I mean, hey, the truth comes to the light, and you are the light, and you have a passion for this, and I think it's truly your calling, to help kids and stuff like that, and regardless of what happened, it's unfortunate they did, but hey, we're moving on, and
yes, we are, and
so many amazing things are happening for you as a result of that.
Yes.
And hey, lesson learned. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Unfortunate lesson, but.
And thank you to you, as well as Dwayne Meeks for introducing us and everything.
Dwayne Meeks is an amazing person.
As well as Empress, and you
too.
shout me out to her.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. And Sergeant Ford Academy, that also is following you all and love all the work. I appreciate everybody, and I'm not gonna stop because I got over a lot of the humps.
Yeah, and it's only up from there.
It's only up. It's only up. It's only up.
That's good. I'm really happy to see your positive attitude and your focus and your determination, because that speaks a lot about your character.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm trying to make sure I don't get emotional, but
you'll be fine.
yeah, it works out here and there. And,
we have Kleenex.
Big shout out to my therapist though. She's
Yes,
been, Demetra's been in my brain,
That's
in my
what's
head.
Yay.
Mercedes and all them too. The managers, all of them.
Ozelle Williams there's so much more about him, and he's an amazing person. And if you guys are interested in tumbling or anything like that, or even if you are, in gymnastics, or even a dance, a cheerleader, or whatever. I mean,
Kevin and all that. Yeah,
instruction would be amazing. He would get you where you got to go, and stuff like that. And I'm sure you put him in contact with other people too.
Yes.
And other organizations.
Check out www.milehightumblers5280.com. We can get you in check with that. Instagram is Ozelle Williams. Our YouTube as well as Ozelle Williams, Mile High Tumblers 5280. That's on all our social media streams. If you're looking at it, we have one. Just check us out. We're really genuine and we really care about you all. Come enjoy.
And just so you guys know, what I'm wearing today is from Beautiful Clothing Design. And it's a local brand also, and you can pick that up at beautiful.com. So this is filmed today by Jason Martin, one of the best Denver has to offer in production and film and photography. So check him out also. And
appreciate you, Jay.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming on, and I'm sorry we don't have more time, but gosh, there's so much more to you than what we spoke about. But
hopefully we'll see you at our gala.
Yeah, you let us know. March 2nd.
Yes.
Okay.
Athletics and Beyond.
That would be cool.
5 to 8. So
Okay.
I'll see you inviting stuff. And you all can check out our website for that.
That'd be cool. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and it was such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you at Denver. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.